everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Maths. Let's try and get this topic done in under 5 minutes. So the topic in question is fractions of an amount. So when we've got a fraction and we're saying something like, let's find out 1/6 of 420. So if you've got a 1 at the top, it makes life really easy because all we need to do is take the 420 and then we simply divide it by the denominator, which is the 6. And we can either type into our calculator or we can just do bus stop, whatever we're doing. So 420 divided by 6, and that gives us 70. Okay, apply the same logic here. This one just means 44 divided by 4, and that gets us 11. This one means 72 divided by, well, the bottom is 8, divided by 8, and that gives us 9. And that's all we need to do to those type of questions. But you might get something which looks like this. So we've got something that says 3/4 of 180. So we need to do this in two parts. Now the first part is we take the 180 and we divide this by the bottom of the fraction, which in our case is 4. So 180 divided by 4, that's going to get us 45. But then we're not done there because we need to take the 45 and we must times that by the top, which is times that by the 3, which is, that is something, that's going to be 135. Okay, let's do one more example. So this one, 2/5 of 140. So what this means is, let's take the 140 and divide that by the 5. So 140 divided by 5, that's going to get us 28. Again, what you can do for this, use the bus stop method for that, or use your calculator, depending on what type of question's asking. So yeah, we can say that, and then we've got the 28, and then we're just going to times it by the top. So 28 times that by 2, and that's going to get us 56. Okay, so essentially, and this, by the way, this works for all of them, including the ones with 1 at the top. You just divide by the bottom, times it by the top, and that's all you need to do. Sorry to interrupt you, just give me 1 second of your time, hit that subscribe button. So, I've got a few more questions here, I'm just going to set up my screen. So, I want to go over something like question 11, because this is a very, very common exam style question you'll be asked. Okay, so this one says that Holly's thinking of a number. So she's thinking of a number, and 3/4 of her number is 39. So work out the number that she was thinking of. What loads of people do for this is they try to figure out 3/4 of 39. But I want you to do this, and it's probably not mathematically correct to write this, but I think it makes life easier. You have to say 3/4 is equal to, maybe put is, that might be better. 3/4 is 39. Now, if we want to figure out what her number was, are we happy that the number that she was thinking of has to be the full amount and it's 4/4? Okay, so if I start with a number, then I find 3/4, well, I've taken a quarter of it, haven't I? Does that make sense? So 3/4 to 4/4. So I need to think about, so what's the number in between this? I'm going to get a red pen here. So 3/4, if we scale this down to 1/4, what's happened? So let's describe what's happened. So if I want to go from 3/4 to 1/4, that's divided by 3. I must do the same here and times this by 4 to get 4/4. Can you see how that's happened? So what we're doing is, I want to get from 3/4 to 4/4. So let's divide through by 3 to get 1, times by 4 to get 4. Okay, let's now do the same to this side. Let's divide this by 3. So that means that 1/4 is going to be 13. Do the same to this side, so times by 4 there, so times by 4 here, and that's going to get us 52. Okay, and then we can just double check this is correct, can't we? Because we can then say, well, 3/4 of 52, well, what would this be? We can say 52 divided by the bottom, and that gets us 13, and then we can say the 13 times by the top, which is 3, and that gets us 39, which means we know we are correct. Okay, hopefully everyone found that okay. Just want to give you guys a quick reminder that we've got weekly maths classes on, which are available. The first lesson is absolutely free for you guys to try. We've got lessons on Mondays and Tuesday, and all you need to do is just go to the link in description and you can grab a free lesson and get that booked in. Okay, cheers everyone, speak soon.